Has anyone ever told you that the most powerful way to reclaim yourself after someone hurt you is to disappear, to stop calling, to stop explaining, to maintain complete silence? The modern world calls this no contact. Social media calls it strength. Dating culture calls it strategy. Self-help gurus call it empowerment. But the ancient Stoics, those who spent their lives studying human suffering and freedom, would have called it something else entirely. They would have called it an illusion control, because silence can be ignored. Silence can be misunderstood. Silence can even be forgotten. But inner transformation cannot. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like the one who wronged you." And that single sentence quietly dismantles everything we think we know about power. You don't win when someone finally misses you. You don't win when they regret losing you. You don't win when your absence hurts them. You win when they no longer recognize a person who once needed their approval to feel whole. Today, I want you to forget the myth of no contact as punishment, because there is something far more unsettling, far more painful than your silence. It is the pain of watching someone grow so far beyond you that you can no longer reach them. Stay with me until the end, because today you'll learn how to turn pain into strength, rejection into clarity, and emotional wounds into the raw material of meaning. Take a slow breath. This is not about disappearing. This is about becoming. Let's begin. Number 1, the myth of no contact. We live in a time where relationships are treated like strategic games. Don't reply, he'll chase. Act indifferent, she'll regret it. Disappear and they'll suffer. Silence has been weaponized. But Epictetus warned us centuries ago. It's not what happens to you that determines your life, but how you respond to it. Silence is not a response. It's a pause. Yes, silence can create discomfort for a moment, but the human mind adapts quickly. It fills the gap with stories, justifications, rationalizations. And while you sit quietly hoping they'll miss you, they may be learning how to live without you. Here's the question most people are afraid to ask themselves. Is your silence coming from growth or from control? Because if silence is used to provoke guilt, regret, or longing, it's still attachment. Stoic philosophy teaches something radical. You control your actions. You do not control interpretation. True power is not forcing someone to feel something. True power is becoming someone who no longer needs to. If this is already shifting your perspective, stay with me. What comes next is where the real transformation begins. Number 2, what hurts more than silence? What truly wounds another person is not your absence. It's your evolution during the absence. Seneca once said, "Life is not short. We are the ones who waste it." And many people waste heartbreak by turning it into obsession. But imagine choosing differently. Imagine using every moment you're not chasing closure to rebuild yourself from the inside. You read, you rest, you grieve properly, you reconnect with your body, you listen to the parts of yourself that were silenced in the relationship. You stop asking, "Why wasn't I enough?" and start asking, "Why did I abandon myself?" The real shock comes later, not when you leave, but when they return emotionally or literally and realize you no longer respond the same way. Your eyes no longer search for validation. Your nervous system is calm where it once trembled. This is unbearable for someone who once had power over you, because your growth becomes a mirror they didn't ask to look into. If this resonates, leave a quiet "I'm choosing growth" in the comments. It anchors the intention. Number 3, the mirror the other cannot bear. Every relationship is a psychological mirror. Carl Jung taught that we are drawn to others not only by love, but by unconscious wounds seeking resolution. When someone hurts you, it's often because they believe you'll remain predictable, available, emotionally dependent. But when you respond with self-mastery instead of collapse, you disrupt their internal story. Epictetus said, "Whoever rests within themselves needs no recognition from outside." Your growth forces the other person to confront something terrifying. Their influence over you is ended. They may never say it. They may never admit it. But the quiet realization is devastating. You became strong in the place where they expected you to break. This is where many people feel called to this channel. Consider subscribing if this work feels like home. Number 4, the pain of the irreversible. Silence can end. Growth cannot. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Time is a river. We never step into the same water twice." When you truly heal, there is no return to who you were. No contact gives the illusion that everything could resume someday. True healing makes return impossible, because going back would mean betraying yourself. This is the deepest wound for the one who hurt you. Not that you left, but that they can no longer access the version of you that tolerated less. You are like a book they abandoned halfway through, only to discover the ending was written without them. And that loss isn't nostalgia. It's realization. If this kind of psychology and healing speaks to you, gently tap like or subscribe now. It helps this space reach others who need it. Number 5, the Stoic path of transformation. The Stoics called this self-mastery, not suppression, not emotional numbness, but inner governance. Seneca wrote, "He who conquers himself is the most powerful warrior." Your silence was never meant to punish. It was meant to become a forge, a place where identity is reshaped. Instead of asking, "Do they regret it?" you ask, "Am I becoming whole?" You stop reacting. You start choosing. You stop waiting. You start creating. And this quiet strength is unmistakable, because it's not loud. It doesn't perform. It simply is. If this feels grounding, take a breath and stay. Number 6, shadow work, the part no one talks about. Here's where depth begins. Jung taught that the shadow is not evil. It is a rejected self. The part that learned to stay quiet to be loved. The part that accepted inconsistency as intimacy. The part that believed abandonment meant unworthiness. True transformation requires turning inward and asking, what part of me stayed too long? What part of me confused longing with love? When you heal that part, something extraordinary happens. You stop attracting people who need you to stay small, and that hurts more than silence ever could. If this resonates deeply, comment, "I choose self-mastery." Number 7, when you return free. One day, perhaps months, perhaps years later, you may cross paths again, and they will expect something familiar. Sadness, bitterness, a trace of longing. Instead, they'll meet peace. Not coldness, not arrogance. Freedom. Freedom from needing closure. Freedom from proving worth. Freedom from resentment. This is the moment Marcus Aurelius was pointing to when he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not over external events. Therein lies your strength." Number 8, the true power of silence. So remember this. Silence can be forgotten. Transformation never is. Don't disappear to be missed. Grow, so you no longer need to be. Read the book, take the walk, breathe deeply, rebuild quietly, not to prove anything, but to return to yourself. And when someone sees you again, not broken, not bitter, but whole, your transformation will speak louder than 1,000 words. If this message resonated, write in the comments, "My growth is my silent revenge." And if you want more deep psychology, emotional healing, and soul-level transformation, this is the Mind Kit. Stay.